Hi Steve, I see you have gone over to the other side, so to speak.
I have, Marian, in quite a literal sense, but I have neither died become a politician, a bank gangster nor a preacher. I just wanted a fresh perspective and so chose this side of the stage today.
Well, I am glad you have not come out either, Steve, because I think some of my voodoo may not work in that instance.
Are you saying, Mary, that you have been casting spells or something?
Oh no, Steve, I was just making a joke, trying to elaborate upon our voodoo heritage.
Crikey, Mary, you had me worried for a second. I thought I might not have been making up my own mind.
Do you mean like when you go to the supermarket and buy stuff you don't need?
A little bit like that, Mary.
Well, I can assure you that your mistakes are your own. I have not guided you to any conclusions.
I'll wear at that. I could feel that way about the global media. They peddle their viewpoint upon a subject matter, as if it is truth, but really it is just to befuddle my struggling neurons.
I know, Steve. Eating chocolates will not make me any more sexy. In fact, it will be detrimental eventually, and I will only be fit for freak show sex, if they had not already stitched my fanny up.
I know, Mary, I need a big red sports car, but I haven't even got a driving license, so it is true we are both stuffed.
Of course you do think that way. Your willy has shrunk and it is all taped up too, and so you respond to the advertising in that way.
Anyway, isn't all of this by the by though, Mary?
Well, it is and it isn't. Directly it is, but the whole thing concerns how things are valued.
Oh, I see. I might want something because the advertising brainwashes me, and I cannot work out the correct hierarchy of value.
You should think, is it right for your life, and can you afford it? And it is from here on in that things are often made more complex than they should be.
Yes, Mary, I could get a loan. Precisely the point at which it gets interesting for loan sharks and others in the credit industry.
You could just wait and save up until you can afford it.
Yes, that works, so long as it is not a sudden emergency.
Again, Steve, you have located an access point for the financial hyenas with their insurance schemes. Maybe you should have just been saving for that rainy day anyway, rather than pay for yet another product.
Indeed, foresight is not just for people with glasses.
And so now, to the real point, complexity has become an excuse not to prosecute. So that, fraud in the carousel merry-go-round of the big institutions, claim it to be too complex to prosecute. It would cost too much to unravel and the lawyers couldn't explain it to anyone anyway.
So they are saying the lawyers are too slow and thick, and cannot talk proper neither.
That is about the long and short of it. They can neither analyze stuff well enough nor talk in accessible language enough to facilitate a good performance in their place of work.
Their hot air will not fill up the balloon before they have stuck their pricks into it, and it just deflates in an inglorious manner.
Yes, fraud prosecutions are as full of deals as the frauds themselves are.